Let's see how to create custom audiences in Omniconvert Reveals Audience Builder. We are now in the Audience Builder section. As you can see in here, we have a series of filters that we can apply in order to narrow down our custom audience. Now, if your customer base is quite high in numbers, I mean in volume, then you can play around and apply several filters to really narrow down to a subgroup of customers that, for example, are in a specific RFM group and purchased products from a specific category, or even a specific product or brand, or are from a specific city. Or why not are in a specific MPS segment like detractors or promoters. If you don't have such a high volume of customers, then we would recommend to stick to really creating really basic audiences per your RFM groups. This way ensuring that you're gonna have a big enough audience in order to let Facebook create an ad on it. Now, from Facebook rules, you should have at least 1,000 profiles in your custom audience, so Facebook could actually apply an ad on that custom audience. That means you're gonna need to have more than 1,000 customers in here, because not all of them would be found with an account on Facebook. So let's see a few examples. The first option that we have is time period. Now you can select in here if you'd want a custom audience with customers from the last 30 days, let's say, or last 90 days. Or if you have such a high volume of orders, you can even go down to last 7 days. Let's say if you just got out of Black Friday and you had so many customers and orders. Or you can choose a custom date, and then you're gonna have this custom period that will appear here, and you can select a time frame, select an interval in here. Now, of course, you can select no time frame and just go with different filters. What's very important to keep in mind is that if you do select last 90 days or a custom date, don't expect to be able to apply filters that would not match in time frame. For example, keep in mind that RFM groups have a recency. Yeah, so each group would have 1 or 2 recencies depending on how many points your RFM is having. So, for example, if you're gonna go with a custom date and you're gonna select, let's say, from the 1st of August up until 31st of August of this year, you're gonna see you have 1,000 customers. Now, if you're thinking of adding an RFM group and you're gonna pick, let's say, about to dump you, you're gonna see you're gonna have only 26 customers. And this is because the about to dump you RFM group already has a really defined time frame for those customers that had their last purchase in that very specific time frame. So only 26 of them actually ended up placing an order in August. Okay, if you're gonna take this out of the equation and just go to none in the time period, you're gonna see that that RFM group has 3,000 customers, which is a big difference. Okay, another thing to keep in mind. You can select specific categories. So let's say you'd want to see customers that have purchased gym pants. So you'd like to create a custom audience for these customers. You're gonna see in here 5,000 customers. Now keep in mind, by default, these are the customers that purchased gym pants in their last order. So if they had several orders and they placed an order like not the last one being for gym pants, they will not be taken into account in this audience. So what you could do is go to filter by and apply any order, and you see the number increases to 7,000. Now you're gonna have in this audience customers that have purchased gym pants in any of their orders up until now. Now this is one audience, so you can simply build it. Another option would be, because it's a pretty big audience, for you maybe to see if you'd like to include a specific RFM group. So let's say you'd want to see lovers that have purchased gym pants. And there's only 844 customers, so that's not a very efficient custom audience. Let's try about to dump you that purchased gym pants. And we see we have 1,000. That might just make it. So this is one option to combine filters, right? Now let's remove everything. And let's go to another scenario. Let's say you would want to build a lookalike audience based on your best customers, so you can try to target profiles that would have a high chance to bring customers that would be similar to your high-value customers, so customers that would end up having a high CLV. For this, you would have to create, first of all, a custom audience for your best customers. And in this particular case, I will pick soulmates, and let's see how many customers do we have in this soulmate group. There's just 610 customers. So I would add lovers to this. I would add ex-lovers, because these are customers that used to be soulmates and used to be lovers, but haven't placed an order in quite some time. And I'd say that's about it. So saving this, I see we have 2,000 customers in this custom audience. Now we can build this audience and name it Best Customers Tutorial. Saving this audience, we can see the audience was created. I'm going to close this window. And this is it. Best customers. What can I do with these audiences? Well, one thing to do is to simply download it and see who customers in this audience are. Another thing to do is to sync it and send this audience to Google or to Facebook if I have this Facebook account or Google account added, linked to my Omniconvert reveal account. If not, you can simply go to integrate now, and you're gonna be able to integrate it. As you can see, Google integration was already made, so I was able to just enable the audience synchronization in Google. And you're gonna see in about 24 hours the last sync date, and you're gonna see how many customers were synced. Each day your custom audience will be updated and will be synced to Facebook or to Google if you choose to enable any of these synchronizations. So now it's your turn to be creative and build custom audiences, keeping in mind that some filters might not work with other filters. So if you do find something suspicious, if you do see your audience is being quite small or much smaller than you would anticipate, then just have a look at your RFM score mapping and see if it's not maybe something in there that is actually not matching with a time period that you set, or maybe specific product that is no longer in your catalog, or wasn't in your catalog for the RFM group that you're selecting. So there could be quite a few combinations that might not work. So as amazing as this audience builder is, it does need a bit of care and a bit of looking around to see how to build the best audiences. At the end of the day, you would want to first really define your objective and what you're trying to achieve, and then go from there. One option to select the time period would be, for example, if you'd want to create a custom audience for customers that made a purchase during, let's say, Christmas last year. If you had a Christmas sales campaign, just choose the time frame for that campaign and then have an audience for those customers if you'd like to create an ad campaign to target them again. This would be one option. Other than that, we would really advise you to leave the time period out and just combine the other filters. If you have any questions or need any specific guidance, you can always reach out to us via the chat bubble that you see in here and ask for our help.